So, you've got that meeting with a potential client and you're ready to present your product or service. Now what? Well, stay tuned because that is what we are talking about today. How to enter your sales meeting and win. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to episode number 19 of Coffee Chat with Danny. I'm excited to be here. Hello, replay viewers, and hello to those of you joining us live. We appreciate you taking the time to join us to have a bit of coffee and chat about how to grow your business, because that is what Coffee Chat is all about. Helping you become the best possible version of yourself to take your business to the next level. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Danny and I am a performance improvement consultant, helping small businesses and entrepreneurs grow in their personal and professional development. I help my clients get clear, get focused, and most importantly, create a plan of action with strategies and goals and tactics to execute and be motivated to execute on a daily basis. So that is a little bit about me. If you know somebody who is in need or needs this information, share this out with them. Let them know that Coffee Chat is back again this week, and we've got a great topic coming up. All right, so let's get started. So, you see, have you ever entered a sales meeting, or have you been working really hard to finally sit down with that person or get them on the phone and really ready to offer them your product or service, right? I see this all the time. You're ready, you finally get that sales meeting, and now you're like, okay, what do I do now, right? If that is you, let me know below, comment below, raise your emoji girl hand, and let me know if that is you. So what tends to happen is we go in and all we want to do is tell them about our great product or tell them about our great service, right? If we finally got this information and we just want to hold them there for a second so that way they can hear about what we have, right? That's probably one of the hardest things to do as a salesperson or selling your products or services to someone, right? You just need that time. You need those 5-10 minutes to let them know how great your product is. Well, before you get there, there's a couple of things that you're gonna want to do. And so we're going to go through 5 things. I love the number 5, so we're going with 5. But first off, the number 1 thing. So we're going to talk about number 1. Number 1 is mindset. Let me take that back. Number 1 is not mindset. Number 1 is prepare. The reason why number 1 is prepare is because in order to enter that sales meeting, you need to be ready for it. And the way that you are ready for it is that you know your product or service like the back of your hand. You know every feature, every benefit, why someone would want your product. You should be able to speak to it like no other. Whether you're in direct sales and you're selling a product from another company, or you're creating your own products or services, you need to know that product so well that you can talk for days about it. And here's why. When you know your product or service, you're much more confident to step into that meeting, to get in there and really talk about that product. You see, what tends to happen is we kind of know our products, we kind of know our services, and that shows. And that is one of the number 1 things that salespeople tend to do. They're not confident about their product. They don't know what it is. They don't know all the details to it. And so they get lost. And their potential clients like, sorry, no, you don't know what you're talking about. And they move on, right? This is one of the number 1 deterrents. So before you even enter a sales meeting, make sure you know what your product or service is. The other thing is you want to research who you're meeting with. Who are they? What do they do? What do they like? What are they in need of? Generally, we've met these people at some type of event or some type of occasion where we've had a moment to talk to them, right? Well, if that's the case, then during that time, and if you want to know more about how to kind of work through a networking event, I am doing a masterclass on Thursday, tomorrow, in my group, the Empowered Women Achieving Success. We are going to be talking about networking 101. And so we're going to give you some really good tips on what to do while you're there and how to kind of get there in the first place. But when you're at that event, or when you're in a situation, or when you've met somebody, you want to make sure that you're asking them questions or getting to know them, so then that way you can do some research. You see, when you enter a meeting, you need to know who this person is before you get there. So, look them up on social media, get to know their business, their service, what they're offering, get to know a little bit about them, so that way you can come and enter this meeting already kind of having an idea of who this person is. That'll help you gain that confidence that you want during that meeting. All right, so number 2 is actually mindset. So number 1 was to prepare, right? Number 2 is mindset. The reason why number 2 is mindset is because you have to do that work first. You have to do all that kind of research and knowledge beforehand. So now that you're ready to get into your sales meeting, you want to get your mindset right. You want to, first off, you want to be confident that you're going to make the sale, that you're going to get this person to buy from you, that this person wants your product. And so you've got to think about that, and you've got to visualize that before you enter that meeting. One of the things that I do before I enter any sales meeting, or anytime I'm going to meet with a potential client, I have some affirmations that I say. So I'll listen to some recordings of some affirmations that kind of help me get into that mindset of, I've got this sale, I'm an awesome salesman, I have this buyer and they want my product. Like I'm constantly listening to this. I'm hearing my own voice say it, because that is helping me get my mindset right, thinking about it, visualizing it, knowing that I'm going to make this sale. The other thing that I do is I will hold a stance. This is a power stance, and Amy Cotty talks about this in a TED Talk. And it's all about how your body position really gets your mind into this kind of confident state. A lot of people in yoga know this, that do yoga know this. And so there's a couple of ways where you're like standing very like hands up, standing tall, like really like a gorilla, right? Like really tall and really showing that confidence, really activating that power. The other thing is the kind of like the Superman pose, where your hands are on your hips and you're standing tall, and you just build this confidence and you build this mindset. You get everything kind of in order before you enter this meeting. You can do it right outside your car. You can do it, maybe head over to the bathroom really quick before you walk into this meeting. But get yourself in this mindset of, I've got this sale. This person, this client, this is my new client. Don't even consider them a potential client at this point. This is your new client. Treat them that way. Act that way. That is setting that tone and getting you prepared for that. All right, so number 3 is questions. So one of the things that many of us tend to do when we are entering a sales meeting, or when we're entering an interaction, an opportunity to present our products or services, we right away want to tell them all the great details about our products, right? Or about our service. Well, not all of that information they necessarily want or need, right? So what you got to do is figure out, does this person indeed need my product or service? Because think about it. If you're selling the best ever on the market hairbrush, okay, a comb, a brush to comb your hair, and the person that you're talking to is bald, are they really going to need your product? Probably not, right? So you want to find out, does this person indeed need my product, and why do they need it, okay? And how you do that is you ask questions. There's 2 things that go hand in hand with this. You're asking questions to discover, does this person indeed need my product, or which products or services do they need? And second, people love to talk about themselves. I don't know what it is, but people love to talk about themselves. And so as you are asking them questions and they're answering these questions, they're talking about themselves, they are already starting to know, like, and trust you, which is what you want when you have when you're trying to get business, right? When you're trying to get a client, or a customer. So what you want to do is make sure that that person is talking most of the time. All you are is kind of leading the conversation with questions. The reason, again, is you're trying to figure out, what does this person need? What do they want? And you're looking, so we all have heard, know the features and benefits of your product, right? So when we talk about the benefits, right? It's going to save them money, save them time. They're going to feel safer, right? We need to figure out what it is that they need to feel. What do they want to feel? Do they want to feel stress-free, right? Do they want to have less stress in their life? Do they want to feel healthier? Whatever it is that they want, that's what you got to tap into. And the reason why is because you're going to use this in the next step, okay? Well, now that you figured out what features they're going to really hone into, right? If color is specific for them, or if continuity or regular meetings with you is, maybe you're a coach, right? And you're meeting with them on a regular basis. Maybe that's what they want. They want that consistency with you, or they want email access to you, phone call access, text message, whatever it might be, whatever they want. That's how you're going to eventually tailor your presentation or pitch, right? Okay, so now that you've got that all squared away, you've asked those questions. We're on number 3. Number 4 is where you've taken that great information that you've gotten about them, about what they want, what they need, and how they need it, right? What you've answered all those kind of questions. You've got that information for them. Now you tailor your offer, your presentation to that. What I see a lot of the times, because people present to me as well, or I've coached other people, is they automatically want to dive in and say, okay, here is XYZ product, and it's great because blah, 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 and blah, 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 and you're going to love it because blah, 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 blah. Okay? Well, it's very generic, right? It's not tailored to them. All it is scripted type presentation of your product. I was working with a financial advisor, and they basically would just, read down, these are what we have to offer. This is, okay, that's great. But how does that fit into me? The number one thing that a customer needs to know, or a client needs to know, is how it relates to them. How is it going to help me? What is in it for me, right? The with them, right? What's in it for me? They want to know what it is. So what you do is, because you've asked those questions, you can now tailor it to them, specific to them, right? So I can say, because I found out that this person wants to be stress-free, they want to be healthier, and they want to save time, I'm going to tailor my pitch to that, right? So what am I going to do? My presentation is going to be all about how it's going to make this person feel stress-free, how they're going to feel so much healthier and happier, and they're going to just love life because of my product, right? I'm going to tailor to them. I'm not going to worry about any of those benefits, any of those features that does not relate to them. I'm only going to focus on what it is specifically that they want, that they need, right? We all have seen the infomercials, right? Or we've been at those conventions, and we're walking down the aisle, and you see the guy going crazy with the Madonna microphone, right? And and it chops and it dices and it slices and it's, blah, 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 right? All these features, blah, 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 right? Unless one of those things kind of rang out to me, I'm just going to keep walking, right? Most of us just keep walking. We might look at it and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's not what I need, and keep walking. If that person were to tailor it to me to say, you come home from work and you're tired and, you just want to get dinner on the table because the family's hungry. Well, this is what's going to help you do that. It's going to save you that time. It's going to be quick and easy. It's going to slice and dice everything so you can quickly get dinner on the table and the family can be happy. How much more is that going to relate to me than just some generic, oh, you'll be able to slice and dice and all in one, easy cleanup. Like, maybe somebody else does my dishes, so I don't have to worry about cleanup. Maybe that's not an issue for me. Maybe I love doing dishes, so cleaning is fun for me, right? That's the thing, is you have to tailor your pitch, your presentation to that person, okay? So whenever you're presenting, and this goes for any presentation you're doing, make sure it tailors to your audience. All right, last but not least, number 5. Number 5 is simply ask. Many people fail to do this. I know in my very early career as a salesperson, I would often forget to ask. I would tell people, I would have this great pitch and I would just, done, bam, I presented, and then that was it. And then I was just like, okay, bye. They would leave. Why? Because I never asked them to buy my product. I never asked them if they wanted to accept this offer. I never asked. And so they would leave and I was like, oh, that was a great presentation. And my manager would be like, did you get it? Oh. Oh, they'll be back. They loved it. They really loved it. Well, maybe, but if you don't ask, you don't know, okay? So you don't want to assume that they do want the product or that they don't. You simply ask, and that's all you do is ask. So if I were to offer, this great machine or whatever, right, that's going to slice and dice and make my life easier, the kids happy, the family sitting down for dinner within 30 minutes of us getting home, if that is what it is, then what do I simply do? I simply say, this product, I believe, is going to help you and benefit you and make your dinner time so much less stress. Would you like to purchase that today? And then wait. Don't say anything. Keep it quiet. Shut the mouth. Just wait. Let that awkward pause. Did you guys feel that? Let that awkward pause sit. And don't you say a word. Just close your mouth. Let them answer. They may have a question. They may say yes. They may give you an objection. It's okay. We can respond to all 3 of those. But ask them, wait with that awkward silence, and then let them respond. That pause, we as humans don't like pauses. We don't like that quiet, right? And so what happens? That is prompting them to do something, to say something, which is what we want, because then we can respond accordingly, right? All right. So now that you've got your offer out there, they've accepted it, you've won. Are the 5 things that you want to do to enter that meeting to make sure that you get that sale every time. And let me tell you, there's more to it, obviously, right? Because they could come back with an objection and we got to overcome that. And that's fine. We can deal with that. Sometimes they need their time. No worries. All we've done is plant the seed for a future sale if that's the case. So let me review really quickly. Number 1 is to prepare. Prepare in advance. Know your client, know your product, know your service like the back of your hand. Know it like no other, okay? Number 2 is mindset. Get your mindset ready. Do whatever it is that you need to do to visualize you getting that sale. Those positive affirmations, get your thoughts thinking. I am the best salesperson ever. I'm going to make a sale. These questions, this is the actions that are going to help you discover if this product or service or what product or service is appropriate for them. Number 4, offer that presentation of your product with relevant features and benefits to them based on the information you received. And number 5, ask for the sale. All right, everyone, that is our coffee chat class today on how to enter a sales meeting. Now, your action item for today, because you know I'm all about taking action, I'm all about learning information and applying it every single day, or applying it as soon as possible, because if you don't, you'll forget, right? So, your action item for today is to do these 5 things before your next sales meeting. 5 things. Well, not before and during, right? Because you need to prepare, you need to get that mindset right, and then ask those questions, and then offer and ask, right? Okay, so I want you to do that on your next sales meeting. I want you to do those things, those 5 things, and let me know. Leave a comment down below or message me and let me know how it went. Let me know what was different. And if you need some extra guidance, no worries. I've got your back. I'm here for you. You can, message me and we can talk and give you some tips and tools. Announcement. So if you are not sure on how to even get these sales meetings yet, you're like, this is great, Danny, I'm ready for a sales meeting, but how do I get people in front of me? Well, we're going to talk about that in the Empowered Women Achieving Success Facebook group. That is my free Facebook group, and that is this Thursday. We are talking about Networking 101. We're talking about how to find the events that are relevant to you, how to attend these, and what that looks like, and what you should do while you're there, and then the follow-up, most important part of networking. All right, everyone, that is it for today. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming on in and joining us. We will be back tomorrow with another great topic on, I can't remember at the moment what it is, but I know it's a good one. Episode number 20. All right, have a great day. Bye.